Hello everyone, Jaguar here, about to cast this 10-player free-for-all game on a custom map called the Ohmbreaker version 7, made by Alpha, I think, top-ranked Uber player. Nice chap. Oh, we're about to start. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'll open that for the time being, so we can see who's who. So, nice equidistant spawns here. Equidistant from each other, that is. In fact, yeah, I can see like a pentagon shape at each pole. Very nice. Let's see what the players are going for. Opening bot factory from the Bayonetta commander of Alpha. And then we have a regular. Not such a good opening build there. Factory coming up rather late from him. Single factory, 2 mechs. Faber coming out from Sky Sailor. 07 in purple. I was also going for a bot factory 4th. Generally speaking, you want to open with a factory. Back in the day, you could open with 2 factories, or at least factory mechs factory. Kids86 has got 2 factories out now. Everybody's eco is positive, 100% efficiency. Let's come back to Alpha, because I know he's a good player. So you can see he's already got 2 factories out, almost in the lead of Metal. A bit more energy than most. He's also expanding, or scouting anyway. He's got 3 docks coming out here. He's going to find out irregular. Obviously they pretty much know where their spawns are. I don't know whether the metal is, it looks like the metal spots are also symmetrical, which is good. So you can see here, these 2 docks from Alpha are going to come and quite possibly take out that air faber, which would be a nice win. Is he microing it? No, but the faber might go into range, and it's taken out. A nice little win there from Alpha. Look at how, yeah, he seems to be expanding quite well. See purple, 016, all in bots. Whereas, oh dear, I think Nemesis Hunt is going for orbital way too early here. He's only got 41 metal income, hasn't really expanded. Got 5 fabers, and you can see immediately there, his eco went down to the red. He's okay, but if you have a look at the army tab here, you know, mobile counts, these 4 players are in double digits. Rawad 159 and Brown has a lot of fabers. I'll say it, he's got a lot of fabers. He's got 5 factories though, which is nice. I don't know how his eco's pretty strong as well. He's doing well. He's clearly trying to go for rapid expansion with all those fabers. He's got a fair few mobile units as well. He's obviously going pure bot build, lots of docks. That's interesting. I'll keep an eye on him. Alpha here also got a nice sway the docks. He's also got a radar up. Always useful, especially in an FFA. You don't often need them in a 1v1, or at least maybe in strategic positions. Got some conflict coming up here from green. Robo346 attacking Kids86. Pulling back though. Could take out those mechs. Easy peasy if you wanted to. Has he got radar coverage? No. He's got a radar up there, but he really needs a forward one. And we've got yellow, Kids86 mounting his forces to the north. Interestingly, there's quite a few sort of barriers here, make some interesting choke points. He's got a laser turret out there, but I don't think that's going to help him. Single laser defense tower. Oh, double one, sorry. If he put some walls in front of it, which he could get up very quickly with 6 Fabbers, he'll be alright. Put him back, put him back. No. Those Fabbers are going to get taken out. Oh, they're finally getting pulled back, but too late, I think. One might escape, but that's not really going to do him any good. Interestingly, we have an orbital Fabber out here from, I think, Nemesis Hunt, in the sort of bluey purple colour, building an anchor straight away over his base, which is a very good idea, I would say. Anchors are pretty strong currently, balance-wise. I think he's the only player to have gone orbital as well. He did rush it. I think yeah, it's the same person I mentioned earlier. I didn't think it was a good move. And if you look at his eco, it's quite low. So although he's gone orbital early, he's classic turtling here. I don't know how well that's going to work out for him, but I mean, in an FFA game, free-for-all, turtling is a bit more viable than in a 1v1 game. But you still need to expand. You still need to claim metal. He hasn't seen these metal spots completely open for him. So, in fact, I was looking at 046 there. Sorry, but still, there's a lot of unclaimed metal around Nemesis Hunt, and a few spots around 615 in purple there. I think I'm going to have to stop pronouncing the numbers in people's names, because it's too time consuming. Interestingly, swarm of bombers here from a regular, 2 hours there. Going T2 air very early. Hasn't really got the metal income to support that, I think. But his eco is healthy. It's efficient. Forward commander here behind 3 laser turrets from Sky Sailor. That's kind of interesting. I see a lot of people are floating eco. Even Alpha, although he's also producing more than anyone else. Some conflict coming up there between yellow and white. Idle commander by the look of it, that's not good. Never a good thing. Yellow's pulling back on those grouping slightly behind where he was. And Alpha playing well, as I would expect. He's got a nice force here, sort of in the northeast corner of his base, northwest, sorry. And to the south, he's claiming mechs. He's got a forward line of factories there. Got some grenadiers here, nicely going over the terrain there. Very nicely done. Tanks coming in. He's also got some anti-air spinners mixed in there, which is going to help him because there's a swarm of bombers here at Red's disposal. I don't think he has gone air, but mostly concentrating on fighters, as I can just see 1, 2 bombers, 3 bombers. So 3 bombers good, or 3 or 4 for raiding mechs. I think 4 bombers at the moment, maybe 5 can get a mechs. It used to be 3, but I can't keep up with the balance changes lately. 0 and Nemesis Hunt somewhat turtling here, but the orbital from Nemesis is going to be interesting. And interestingly, yellow Kidza has gone orbital as well. Apologies for my phone there. I'm just going to turn that off. How utterly unprofessional of me. My most humble apologies. Now then, yellow and white are facing off here. Interestingly, and this is counterintuitive to a lot of people, I think, especially when you're starting out. When you're playing a free-for-all with so many players, especially, you don't really want to attack anyone until you really have to, or until you feel like you're in a strong enough position to take out. And a lot of people also go for the weaker opponent. Like, if they see the people around their base, they will often go for who they deem to be weakest, and that's really not what you want to do. You want to actually get your strength up and try and take out the most likely opponent to attack you or to beat you, because sure, it might seem tempting to take out a weaker force, And yes, you might want to do it just to claim the metal. But you will lose units, and possibly ego, and you might not actually get much reward out of it. Oh, such a strong force here from Alpha. If we go back to the army tab, 232 mobile units. Rawad nicely has 250, and they are actually next to each other, which I didn't notice before. That's interesting. So it looks like the two strongest players in terms of land forces, or forces in general, Rawad and Alpha. And it'll be interesting to see whether... I don't think they're going to attack each other. They'll probably wait. But being the two strongest opponents, I would expect them to take each other on somewhat soon. Interesting, got some docks coming out there. Trying to raiding going on here. Other than that, as you can see, that a group of tanks has been dispatched to take care of that. Very strong play from Alpha there. If we quickly check the eco tab, now you see Rawad's eco not strong compared to Alpha's. Alpha's is by far the strongest, in fact, right now. Metal income double, I would say almost double of Sky Sailor and Kitsa, who are the next two. Oh, and yeah, Robo somewhat close behind in 4th place. And here we come. Here we see Rawad in brown attacking Alpha's far superior force. When you've got tanks in that number, docks, or bots, sorry, don't stand a chance, and he's just cleared out that army there. You can see now, oh, he's taken out almost half of his mobile units. That is and you see now he's seizing the advantage here. He's got grenadiers down here, nicely taking advantage of the line of sight there, because they don't need it. So Alpha very intelligently is seizing that win and trying to take out the strong opponent next to him. His commander's retreating to the back of the base. Infernos up front are going to put out a lot of damage. He's not going to come back from that. And blue, we see Drorin is attacking him from behind. So let's see what happens there. I'm just going to have to go AFK for for like a minute. Apologies for that. And I'm back. So Alpha taking out Rawad. By the look of it, he's there it goes. Glad I managed to get back in time for that. So good win there from Alpha. Huge army now, 300 units. Robo's next with 209. Kids are 150. So if we have a look at those players, green doing well. He could push easily to the north and claim some max here. He's also got T2 tanks, T2 vehicles. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Red here, trapped between very strong players. I don't think he's going to last. He's only got 6 mobile units, so I'm not sure what he's doing. He might in fact be idle, perhaps, I don't know. It looks like everything's just on random patrol. Maybe he had to leave. Oh, and White's commander in trouble here. Also possibly idle. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think he might be new to the game, perhaps. He's just got a lot of laser turrets and let's have a look at our turtling Nemesis Hunt again. He's got anchors all over the place. Interestingly, he hasn't built a vehicle, orbital factory. He's got idle orbital fabbers. His eco is efficiency is okay, but his income is poor. He's building anchors over Purple's base here, Zero's base. Clearly that's his strategy. Just seems to be just to use anchors, and the umbrella coming up there. A lot of bots on it. Hitting his eco hard, he'll be wise to stop the assisting bots here. In fact, basically he should stop everything, all production, to get that umbrella up, because I mean it's chewing through his base. It's going for his metal storage there. Not that he can't have much metal stored. Otherwise, Nemesis is fairly safe, although a big army from Drorin quite close to him. And he has built a pelter there, which is quite a nice little idea. He hasn't got intel though, so he can't see that the commander is right there. If he could get some scouting and intel. Oh, my game appears to have crashed. Oh, no. Just had some lag there, because, oh, of course, switching back on vision from all the other players. Thought I'd crash for a second then. Now, Alpha is very busy with a rather beautiful air force. Wiping out those levelers just then. From Robo, from Green. I imagine he's going to claim these mechs soon. His eco is so strong now, but interestingly, Sky Sailor has overtaken him. Nope, that's Kidza. I think, yes, you see all those T2 mechs. Alpha says that was a scary army. Unfortunately, I didn't notice that earlier, but I don't know whether he's being sarcastic there. I suspect so. So yeah, very strong eco now over from Sky Sailor here in orange with his T2 eco. He's also got shellers coming out, which is a good idea in an FFA, I would say. You want the range of shellers, and if you can combine that with intel and scouting, then you can pick off key targets. The Air Force here from Alpha is so strong. I really wish that the Spectator GUI broke down the mobile units. You can see he's got almost 300 mobile units, but I would love to know what proportion are air and what proportion are land. He's got all of his vehicle force here attacking Green. Not really worth his time, I think, but he is close by, so you got to take into account distance as well as how strong the army is. So, oh, a big air force as well from the kids that are coming in here, and his bombers are very exposed because his hummingbirds are all the way over there. So it's going to be a damaging loss for Alpha. He's going to be really annoyed. He's going to be really annoyed at that, taking out about 50 bombers by the look of it. I mean, he's got superior hummingbirds, but it just goes to show that you need to protect your bombers from raids like that. Sometimes you want to separate your bombers and your fighters for other reasons, but they were so exposed there. Some good raiding there from Kidza. And he's got a land force here coming in, taking care of some exposed mechs, which Alpha really should have defended. I mean, these tanks here surely could be rallying over there to protect them. So many strategic decisions to make. Umbrellas up here from orange player, Sky Sailor. Someone's commander has taken damage. Unfortunately, the GUI doesn't allow me to quickly... Oh, Octarine's just been taken out. That was the white player who was pretty exposed anyway. I don't think he was doing much. I'm not going to use the chronocam because just in case something goes wrong. As I recall, white was one of the weaker players. So now then, let's look in a bit more closely. A bunch of catapults there in a row from orange. Interesting defense. Alpha hasn't... He's going T2 now. Looks like he's just got that out. Interesting, he's gone for bots. So he's got his advanced fabbers out here, so clearly he's looking to eco up first, which is a good idea, I would say. He's got decent numbers of mobile units. He needs the eco. In fact, his eco has been weakened now, and Sky Sailor's really, really ahead. I would say that this game right now is between Alpha, Sky Sailor, and Kidza, based on the eco and the numbers. Those three players, as you can see, they got armies like there's no tomorrow. Purple is just trapped. Nemesis, he's got his orbital units. I'll give him that, and he's got a whole mess of anti-air turrets protecting his commander. I think his commander's building energy, which I don't think he even needs. Oh no, he does. He's not floating. So, finally got his orbital factory out. He's probably going to go for an SSX snipe, but he'll need radar coverage first. Interestingly, Alpha hasn't got any, pardon me, any anti-orbital at all. And if I just have a look at, yeah, he's got a radar, but he hasn't scouted anyone else's base with his air unit, so you can't see that orbital is out from some players. Excuse the lag there. I can see why other casters don't do that very often. It is useful though. And we see, sorry, Kidza's force quite a strong land force here, because he's got his shellers mixed in. Now we've got Gillies sniper bots behind Alpha's army, but the shellers range here. Oh, and he's got very nice orbital radar on Arcid. Just help him see what's going on. That is a nice idea. Now I think those T2 shellers are gonna work here. I think he's got the numbers. I'm not even sure. I don't think his Gillies are even getting off. Well, they are getting off some shots, but it's the shellers they're gonna want. He might be better off to put them around there. Oh, he's retreating. You know, he's retreating, or at least he's regrouping. It's quite a good attack coming on here. Nothing else going on of note that I can see. I'm just gonna set a camera anchor here, because I think Alpha's, well, he is one of the main contenders, and you can see the shellers now are just doing their thing. If we just have a look, was that orbital radar taken out? There we go. The radar's there, so he's got coverage, and his shellers can now pick their targets. I imagine he could easily come along here and just wreck the energy, which would hurt him significantly, gathering his air force and raiding that fabber. So he's seeing what's going on. He's going to try and bomb them. He's going to have to take out the spinners first, I think. Microwing his airline. Oh wow, very nice. I can't say how many bombers he's got there, but he's got enough, that's for sure. Maybe 10, 15 or 20 bombers there, maybe. Made short work of those. I was expecting the spinners in that squad to do more damage, but good micro there from Alpha. I would expect nothing less. I'm not sure what his rank is right now, but I do believe he's an Uber. I've seen him in the top 10 before, I'm sure he still is. And now, let's take a moment to check the numbers. Alpha and Sky Sailor about equal army sizes. That's orange here and pink there. Coming up behind is Yellow, who's just lost his forces to Alpha's rather nice bombing raid there. Still pumping out shellers though, which gives them nice range. Boombots coming out here from green, but I don't think they're going to be very effective. Not against anyone that will count anyway. So army-wise, we have Alpha in pink and Sky Sailor in orange. Good sizes. Yellow close third behind, or second, depending on how you look at it. Alpha and Sky Sailor joint force. And eco-wise, Sky Sailor well ahead with his T2 eco that he got up quite early. Alpha's catching up though, having just gone T2. And then we got Kidza here in clear third place. Sky Sailor interestingly has much more energy production than Alpha. He's leading there, but he's also wasting some of it, so let's see how Nemesis is, or I should say Nemesis Hunt's anchors are doing. Not sure whether he was successful earlier. No, he wasn't. Clearly he got that umbrella up in time, although it's gone now. It was there. That's not really an effective way of doing things. He's got a nice... oh, he's got a T2 air. So that's quite interesting. You probably need those as well if Alpha decides to send some bombers his way, and they are somewhat close. Seething mass of fighters here. If we come in for a closer look, I might even try and use... oh... that's, what a beautiful base. What a beautiful game. I'm afraid my graphics card is struggling a bit here. But, that's rather lovely. Let's just fly over the planet. And I think here we got Sky Sailor stuff. Very nice. Oh, and the SSX is out. But he's got two SSXs, but no radar. So he's flying blind here. He's got massive power at his disposal. SSXs can snipe like there's no tomorrow. But he doesn't... he's found his purple commander. See, this is what I was talking about earlier regarding taking out the weaker opponent. Purple is no threat to him, really, with his anchors over here. Now, obviously take him out and claim the mechs, but you need radar coverage. I mean, he could have an advanced radar by now. Advanced orbital radar has tremendous vision. I don't think he's built a single one. That's very quite the oversight. Die, Purple, he says. He's clearly quite pleased with himself. He seems to have lost one of his SSXs, unless they're... oh no, they're grouped together. Alright. Well, I'm sure you'll be pleased with taking him out, and he's pulling back his SSXs. Now you see, he's got air units. He could be using those to scout. And if he scouts... I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think Alpha has any anti-orbital defense, because he hasn't scouted that other people have gone orbital. Now, he's got build power, so he can easily get something up. Oh no, we see he's got some umbrellas up now, so he's playing well. Umbrellas there from Sky Sailor and from Kidza. You see, everybody seems to have taken appropriate defensive measures there, so he took out purple, and I'm sure he had fun doing it. But he's not going to win this game. Oh, and we see he's pushing up here to the south, I think. Yeah. On red. I'll have to check to see whether we are seeing nukes yet. Got an anti-nuke here from orange, which is always a good idea. Tend to build an anti-nuke first before you build a nuke. I think anti-nukes are cheaper as well. It often makes a lot of sense to get your defense up first. If you scout someone with a nuke, then you'll be able to probably build an anti-nuke quicker than they can. Oh, huge Air Force coming in here, scouting, I assume. I imagine he saw the exposed commander there. Now, we've got, let's see, 5 people in the game, and 3 of those are the strong contenders. Well, 2 of them, in fact, are really the strongest. Kids are coming up second, if we say that Alpha and Scout have a joint first. Thus, Kidza and Nemesis Hunt. Sorry, Drorin and Nemesis Hunt. Oh, they're going to get wrecked. Yeah, the weaker 2 players are going to get taken out soon, I think. Just for the land space, basically. Interestingly, he's scouted the commander there, but he's only got SSXs at his disposal. He hasn't got he's got an umbrella here. What just happened there? I'm sorry, I must have missed something. I thought those were fighters with no anti-land capabilities. I will actually try and use the chronocam now. Hopefully it won't lag too bad. Is that a bug or what? I don't know what's going on there. Must be a bug. Clearly those were like... Let's have a look. Advanced Faber, Phoenix... See, I thought they were Phoenixes. I don't think they had any anti-land as well. I'm sorry, guys. I should have figured out what's going on there, but of course, I haven't played this game much lately. And this is actually my first time casting a game, so apologies for not seeing what's going on there. I should be able to use chronocam to do it, but it doesn't seem to be working for me. Well, big upset there. The strongest, the joint strongest player with Alpha has been taken out by Nemesis in a bit of an interesting play, meaning that Alpha now pretty much has this game locked down. Because now he can take out Kidza. He's got superior eco, superior mobile units. And you can see here, bombers are joining the fighters. I think we're going to see a bomber snipe coming up soon. He's got all of his fighters around his commander. And he's got an umbrella as well, so good moves. Oh, bombers in there without... Why is he putting his bombers in without... Oh! Oh! Brutal! Bit of a mistake there from Alpha, I think, not having his fighters in there. I think maybe he used the wrong hotkey or something and sent his bombers in instead of his fighters. That's taken out quite a few units there. Now, what is Nemesis up to? With his... I'm wondering whether... Nemesis did actually have an SSX and that won him the snipe. I'll have to check later. Why is Red still alive? Well, that is because he's not worth taking out. Although I'm surprised Alpha hasn't done it and claimed the metal up here. He's no threat. Yeah, he's OP. I think this is Skysailor's old base here, having been taken out, and the metal is there for the taking. I'm just wondering whether these are... Yes, I believe these are Kestrels. I've already used Kestrels, so I guess I must have missed the unit icon for them. Now we have superior numbers here, so he's going to mop up and I think take out that commander with the Kestrels. Fighters are taken out. You can see the health bar plummeting downwards. GG. Oh, he's retreating. I don't know why. Letting him resign, maybe. And there we have it. It's just Alpha in pink. Right next to him is red. He's going in for an ill-advised bomber snipe. He doesn't know where his commander is. Otherwise they'd have gone straight there. And here we'll see the fighters take care of business. And then we've got Nemesis Hunt with about 25 anchors and absolutely nothing else really except for some air units. He managed to use some Kestrels, I think, to take out Sky Sailor in orange, but he lost them all at the same time, and thus now hasn't really got anything. His eco is weak. So this is GG to Alpha, basically. It's just a question of how Alpha's gonna do it. It's just me and you, and my eco is turd, says Nemesis Hunt. An astute observation. I think we'll see the air units just come in, but he does have the anti-air, but he's got a variety of options here. I mean, he's got the snipers as well. You could just send the snipers in. Those sniper bots are very effective. If you get them in close enough to a commander and they've got good range, they don't need to be that close. In fact, I wouldn't mind seeing a Pelican drop of those gillies. That would be fun to see. I'm pretty sure they can pick up TT units. Anyway, we see the sniper bots moving in with some land units up ahead of them. Maybe he doesn't have a Hulkins, does he? No. For a minute I thought he might have Hulkins sniped him, but Alpha says he's going to rehost. Where are all the nukes, says Octarine. Zero wants a rematch. And here comes the units. I'm gonna switch back to... Here we see them coming in. Look at that rather lovely site, orbital factory there. I'm going to come down to ground level. We can see Alpha's army coming in. Just over the horizon there. Look at those stompy robots. Lovely. But the anchors, of course. Yeah, oh, of course he doesn't have vision. He doesn't know that the anchor's there. I was expecting him to take them out first with his build power. Oh, get wrecked! He hasn't, and this is why. This is why you build an orbital and deep space radar. But not to worry, because he's got a nuke. And I don't think he has an anti-nuke. So I think he needs 2 nukes to destroy. But still. That'll take care of the anti-air, and then you can send in... Even despite the anchors, I think... yeah, if he comes in from here, he'll be alright. The anchors are good, but they're not that good. Poor commander exposed. And there we have it. Alpha is the victor. It was an interesting game with a very unexpected snipe from Nemesis Hunt there. Just goes to show in an FFA it can pay off going orbital early, but some basic mistakes made, unfortunately. Unfortunately for Nemesis Hunt. Alpha says he's going to rehost, but unfortunately I don't think I'll have time to cast that one. So, congratulations to Alpha. I hope you enjoyed my first attempt at casting a game in Planetary Annihilation. Please give me your feedback. I'm always curious to hear what you've got to say about me. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.